Hello students, welcome to the Excel class. Today we learn about the functions or formulas used in MS Excel. These are the two elements, functions or formulas are the elements in Excel calculations. So here we go to the introduction to the functions and formulas. So here Microsoft Excel has many capabilities that make it very useful or very easy for the users to calculate the functions in Excel. These are ready-made formulas we can use in Excel. So we begin the formulas with equal to sign in Excel cell. Always we should start with equal to symbol to enter the formula. We use many operators to do the calculations in Excel. Those are the mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponents. These are all things we can do with simple mathematical calculations. Like this, we can use the formula. For example, equal to A7. A7 is the cell address, 8th column and 7th row. And we are adding the value of A7 with the A9, that is 8th column and 9th row. Like that, we can add the two cell values using this formula. So same way we can do the subtractions, multiplications, we can use the operators, different operators. We have to use the addresses of the cell to use the formula. Begin with equal to sign and cell address, we have to mention where that value is available. Now, using the pointer or using the to enter the functions in the cell, we use the equal to sign to begin with the function and specify the function name. For example, to add the numbers, we use the add sum function, and to subtract the values, we can use the subtraction function. Enclose of all the functions arguments within the parenthesis. We use the parenthesis to use the formulas. Later we can see the function syntax. Okay, there we can use the parenthesis. Use the comma to separate the functions of individual arguments. Argument means the values we are using in the function or formulas. Okay. Reference of operators. So reference operators refers the cell or group of cells. There are two types of references. Range. There we can give the cell addresses. All the values we have to refer between the cells. Okay. For example, A1 to A3. Like this we can say it includes the cell values A1, A2 and A3. A2 to A3 means A1, it contains the cell values A1, A2 and A3. Another example is A1 to C3. So A1 to C3 means it includes the cells A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3 and C1, C2, C3. Okay, like this we can use the cell ranges to refer the values available in those cells. Okay, for individual cells we are using the formulas. Okay. Here, one auto sum button is available on the toolbar. That is automatically it calculates the addition operation. Okay, you can use AutoSum icon on the standard toolbar, which automatically adds the contents of the cluster of adjacent cells. Okay, means the cell values it will add. Okay, select the cell that the sum will appear in that. Outside the cluster of the cells, those values will be added. Click on the AutoSum button. Means enter the values which you want to do the addition, and below that, below the cell, blank cell, you click on the AutoSum button. Keep the cursor on the below the values and click on AutoSum button. Automatically the calculated answer will be displayed in that cell. Or highlight the group of the cell that will be summed and press the enter key on the keyboard. Then click on the green check mark on the formula bar. Means that is the AutoSum button. Now, function wizard is there. Wizard means the step-by-step operations are performed to do a particular task. So if you don't know how to work with the particular function, you can go to the function wizard. You can access all of the available functions in the using function wizard. Okay, select the cell where the function will be placed and click on the function wizard button on the standard toolbar. Okay, other ways are select the function from the insert drop down menu and click on the drop down arrow next AutoSum icon button. Okay, for example, AutoSum icon to sum the values. Okay, clicking on more functions will give you alphabetical and categorized list of available functions in cell. So on the formula bar, function uh, button is available. If you click on that button, it will show you all the function types, that is the categories of functions. Now list of functions we can see here. First one is if functions. For what purpose you use the if function? To check the any given condition, whether it is true or false. Always the if functions shows the result true or false. Depending upon the result, the different outcomes of the functions can be specified. If function has to also been combined with the other popular functions. So you can use this if function using the SUMIF, COUNTIF or AVERAGEIF. The SUMIF function is used to add the values depending on the particular condition. For example, in your table or list of contents of values, if any condition you want to give, whether the average of students are so and so, those students list only, if you want to add, you can give like this sum if function. Count if you want to count the numbers depending on some conditions, then you can use the count if function and average if functions. So combination of other functions are used with if functions, and the result will be in the form of true or false. These are logical functions. Next, date and time function. This is the next category of function. Function means formulas. Okay, dates are very important in spreadsheet programs in like Excel. Okay, most spreadsheets use dates in some way listed below the number of date related tutorials like that. So date functions means to display a particular date, particular year. You can use the date functions. Then very useful functions, these are mathematical and trigonometric functions. Mathematical functions like addition, subtraction, basic operation, adding, multiplying and dividing numbers you can use. And trigonometric functions used for sine, cosine and tangent of an angle, as well as converting angle sizes between radians and degrees. So scientific purpose these trigonometrical functions are used. Later we'll see the examples in the slides. Next, random and rounding number functions. You can round a particular number using Excel mathematical functions. Then logical functions. These functions return only true or false, like if function. It's used individually or combined with one or more functions. Then text and information functions, text functions. You can use these text functions to display a particular text in different formats. You can use the cell or cell ranges available text in the particular cells. This information includes whether the data is a number, formatting applied to the cell, or even in the cell is empty. So cell functions provide different categories again. Later we can see. Count and database functions. So database are used to store the data related to data. You can use different functions related to stored data depending on Excel's database functions used for find specific information based on one or more criteria that you set. So depending on the conditions, you can extract the data from a content of table. So that is used as a database functions. Statistical functions used for statistics. Some average, some ranking, values of ranking, largest and smallest values, complex, some more complex operations you can do using this statistical functions. Financial functions are also help you to determine the changes in the dollar value or investments and loans. Regarding formulas, you will get in those type of financial functions. And lookup and functions and formulas. VLOOKUP function uses specific information from the large data of values. You can define the data using this lookup function. Means you can search the values using the lookup functions. Now function is instead of a formula. So instead of formula you can use the ready-made functions. Functions can be a more efficient way of performing mathematical operations than formulas. Yeah, for example, see here. Example, if you wanted to add the values of D1 to D10, you could type the formula like this. Okay. So D1 to D10, you have to type the cell address. If you want to add, use the addition operator, and it is the shorter shorter way to use the sum function using this one. So instead of writing the cell each and every cell address and writing this so much big formula, you can use this sum function and you can shorten the formula. So like this you can write equal to sum and bracket open d1 to d10 and bracket closed. So this is the shortened formula or a function. So instead of writing each and every cell address with operator, you can use this sum function. Like this, many functions are available as we discussed earlier. Now, some examples of mathematical functions. This is the sum function and this is the example. Like this, we can write in the cell if you want to add the value of A1 to A100. All the values if you want to add, just type the formula equal to sum bracket open from where you want to start the values to add A1. The values are in the A1 cell to A100 cell, and so this finds the sum of cells A1 through A100. So same way you can use the average functions to find out the average from B1 to B10 values. B1, from B1 it starts counting the average to B10. Same way maximum function is used to find the maximum value of the cells from C1 to C100. It returns the highest number from cells C1 through C100. So same way minimum function is used. These are statistical functions, average, sum, maximum, minimum. Then you can find the square root of 10. Find the square root of the value of D10. In the D10th cell, the value is present. So from that value, it finds the square root. Then today function, this is the date function. It returns the current date, today's date. Okay, leave this parenthesis empty because today's date you want to enter. The day the computer knows the today's date, so you leave it as a empty. So it displays the today's date.